in this episode of Wall Street Wars.
I'm Tim. That's me. I've been with the Texan Army since 2013. Yes, that makes me a veteran, but that doesn't mean I'm rich. I've made some, shall we say, slip-ups during my time with the war for Wall Street. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm a veteran heavy infantry. That's no small feat. I was personally recruited by the commander out of the blue. I was actually selling some small military equipment, trying to make ends meet, when he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I think he recognized the speed I had with numbers, and well, the rest is history. I started small, taking care of small jobs for his army here and there. Before I knew it, I was fighting in the trenches as an infantryman. Now, over a decade later, I wear the red cloth and fight as a veteran in the heavy infantry. Why am I not part of the commander's personal guard? Well, who says I'm not? Let's just say I'm not called Tim the Blade for no reason. Well, I got the name from my fellow soldiers because after I had done something that pleased the commander, he rewarded me with this slick blade. Yeah, I've used it from time to time. So am I sore because I'm not at least a cavalryman? Well, that's more my fault. I've had some issues with substances in the past, and though I'm clean now, I'm not allowed to operate any machinery, or horses, for that matter. I have, however, been taken on a ride in the commander's Humvee, the Dragon's Head. For those who don't believe me, just go ahead and ask him. Some say the reason I haven't been deleted already for my errors is because I'm one of the commander's savants. But I'm no savant. It is true. Both the commander and I are quick with numbers, but that has nothing to do with my reinstatements. I've worked hard, I've almost died multiple times in battle, and I've proven my worth and loyalty to the Texan Army. Enough said. So why am I still fighting in the Army after all these years? The truth of the matter is I need the money, and I'm not good at anything else. I have a son whom I have not seen since the beginning of our campaign. I've heard he's no longer a boy, but a man. I yearn to shake his hand as a man one day. So what exactly is our campaign? And what makes up the Texan Army? The Texan Army is the personal trading army of West Texan Chamel Raghu, aka the Commander. He's been called a pattern recognition genius by some, or a plunderer by others. After his successes during the Volatility of 2018 and his supposed $1 million trade, people started calling him the Conqueror of Volatility. This has now morphed into the Conqueror of Wall Street. Yep, that's where they got the term ChameltheCow. Our army consists of the Texan Infantry and the Texan Cavalry. The infantry attacks stocks, and the cavalry attacks the futures market. If you see any infantry wearing red, that means they're a veteran. And if you see any cavalryman wearing blue, watch out. That means they are a feared veteran cavalryman. Why red and blue? Well, we are the Texan Army. Makes sense, doesn't it? So what about the generals? Well, we have no generals. The commands come directly from the commander to the executors. The executors are either human or bots. Well, software bots really. Whether it is human or robot, it does not matter. They execute the will of the commander and have no say otherwise. In essence, the command comes from on high, routes through the executors, and is immediately made manifest. Now, whether the trade is filled or not is not guaranteed. What is guaranteed is the will of the commander is absolute and exact. So, who exactly are we fighting? Wall Street is not our enemy. It is merely the battlefield or the arena. Our enemies are faceless, nameless, and infinite. Whoever takes the opposite side of our trades is our enemy. Whether it be a dark pool, a market maker, a hedge fund, or just a retail trader, it makes no difference. However, we'd prefer to route directly through the biggest of the big for capacity reasons. We're all on Wall Street for the same reason: profit. And what does profit mean for us? It means more soldiers, more clout, and more opportunities on the battlefield. But is profit the only thing we fight for? Ask any one of us, and you will hear the same thing. We fight for our way of life. We fight for our freedoms. We fight for our families. I fight so that I may see my son again and make him proud. We place our faith in the commander because he has helped us not only navigate this scary market, but flourish while seeing our numbers swell. How does he do it? Well, that's a story for another time. Here's a hint. The commander has created a financial superweapon. We call it the Momentumcoil. Maybe we'll talk about that on one of my next entries. For now, I've got to go. The drums are calling. This is WallStreetWars.